Hello, everybody. We'll give people a few minutes to join us. Like right before 8. I know people are busy. If you are joining us, go ahead and say hi so I know I got someone to talk to. All right, it is officially 8 o'clock. So, hi, we got Shannon's here. We got a new school year. I think most Kansas schools have started. Hey, I do know of one district that is Lucky Ducks. They're remodeling and they're still not in session yet, but most of us, I think, have already started. So I want to talk a little bit about beginning of the school year stuff and then kind of the plan for the rest of the year. So let me find my agenda. All right. So beginning of the school year, I know there's lots and lots of stuff out there, but I am a little old school. My partner teacher kind of doesn't do what I do. He waits till the second week to do his syllabus, but I do my syllabus the first day. I know that the kids get that a lot. I teach high school, so it's like 8 sessions of nothing but syllabus, but I really feel like the procedures and the expectations are super important. So I like to get that in there right away so that we can always go back to it. So in my class, the first day, yes, we do the syllabus. Yes, we go over procedures. I do assign seats in my high school classes for my intro. Some of my advanced classes don't have assigned seats. Like majority class, there's only 5 kids, so I don't assign seats. But my 3D kids have assigned seats, and I flat told them I am awful with names. So I assign seats to help learn their names. And I say to them, if after the first quarter, if I feel like we've got a handle on management and things, I'll let them move around. It's already become an issue in one of my classes. A girl moved, and I almost counted her absent because I didn't know who she was. So names are a struggle for me. So my new students, they're having to learn procedures. So the last thing that I want to talk about are the get to know you activities, which as an introvert, cause instant anxiety for me. I don't like doing them. I don't like participating in them. But I did find a couple this last year that I actually enjoyed, and I think it got my kids really, really kind of moving and talking to each other, which was so different than some of the other activities I've ever used. So the one that I used my first day of school was called Blobs and Lines, and the great thing about it was what's that word? No risk. The kids didn't have to expose anything about themselves really that was personal or embarrassing or anything like that. It was opinion based. So Blobs and Lines is played by you put an either or kind of thing on your board, or you get a projector or whatever. But the biggest one that caused the most discussion in my classes was, do you leave your cereal milk or do you drink your cereal milk? And oh my gosh, strong opinions. But it got the kids talking to each other, and you learned a lot about them. It was really kind of funny, and it was relaxed. It wasn't like, oh, find your favorite book. And I don't know about anybody else, but when I'm asked to find my favorite book or movie, I'm like, I watch and read so much. I don't know that I have an ultimate favorite, so that stresses me out. but blobs and lines, and you can Google it, blobs and lines. There's lots of things on all over the place for this little game, and it really helps kind of relax the kids a little. And I enjoyed that one this year. So now my partner teacher, he will spend the first week talking with the kids and really getting to know them. That's not my personality. I like to let things kind of flow. So as we're working, I get to know my kids, just personality style. So whatever works for you. But if you're struggling with management towards the middle of the year, next year, think about how you could start stronger. Like we're going to have a conversation in a couple of my classes about my earbud hole because I'm not allowing them this year. I didn't want my kids to be, I had too many of them shutting off. Like they'd come in with their headphones and just ignore the world. So the other thing I want to say, and it's kind of a double-edged sword, is the room doesn't have to be 100% perfect before the kids get there. If it is, awesome, you're a rock star. Mine is not. It probably will never be, but I did get some key things figured out for my room. So I was still cleaning and organizing last week, and I still have one more cabinet to go through, hopefully in the next few weeks. But because of I'm trying to get them in classes, you know, I'm choosing what parts of my room to set up first rather than trying to get it all done, because that can get overwhelming. And if you are like me and I have to count 6 or 7 preps, oh my gosh, you get overwhelmed anyway. Like you think you have stuff planned and then, oh, what do I do today? So, I mean, you know. All right. So I'm going to open it up for a few minutes for any specific questions anybody may have about the beginning of the school year, or if you have suggestions or questions, and then we'll talk about a little bit more stuff that I have for mentor talks for this year. So if you have any questions about beginning of the school year setup, or let's see, or if you're struggling in these first few weeks of school, just kind of type out a question for me and we'll get some conversations going. But like I said, I'm a firm believer in seating charts because I am desperately terrible at names. And I'm just honest with the kids. It's not necessarily about you. It's about I can't remember people's names. It's terrible. Terrible. So if you have any questions, not right now. Okay, so we're going to move on. This might be a short talk, but I do want to talk about some things coming up. The first thing is that the format of the mentor talks is changing. So it's not just going to be me. Sorry, I'm in a new house, and every time I touch my table, it moves because it's not on carpet anymore. So the mentor talks, we've gotten volunteers that are specialists or are knowledgeable in different areas, because I am not knowledgeable in everything, or maybe not a lot of stuff. So we've got September and October already planned. We have Shannon Wadle from Great Bend, who is going to talk about being a traveling teacher and art on the cart in September, and that date, I don't have my calendar, is September. I should have had that out. It's the last Tuesday of September. I'll have it posted. And then in October, Natalie Brown from Derby is going to have a class or a mentor talk, same place, here on the Facebook, about classroom budgets. Now, if you aren't in the KAEA email groups and stuff, Natalie put together a research project about 2 years ago, gathering information about what the average classroom budget was across the state of Kansas. So I'm sure she's going to kind of share some of those findings with everybody. She's got those available. So if you are struggling with budget and you want to see what other schools of comparable size are doing, Natalie's got that information because she did a huge survey about that. So she's going to talk about classroom budget stuff. And Shannon has been art on a cart for, I think she said this is her 25th year art on a cart. She's in 5 different elementary schools in Great Bend. That's my district, so we hang out a lot. But so we've got 2 really experienced teachers coming up to talk about a lot of emojis just went up, and I don't know why. Oh my gosh. Talk about stuff pertinent to the field. So if you are watching after the fact, because I don't have a lot of viewers right now, but if you are watching this and going, oh, I've got some information, please let me know, and I can set you up for a time that maybe you can be the mentor talk of the day, because we are still looking for the rest of the school year. We are only doing mentor talks once a month, the last Tuesday of the month. Every other week was just too much for me and my schedule and teaching and life. So, you know, so that's the mentor talk format change. All right, so KAEA Fall Conference is coming up. I'm so excited. It's going to be in Overland Park, October 10th, 11th, and 12th, and registration is open. So if you've not registered, get on it, because I do know that some of the workshops are filling up already. And on that point, there's a couple of grants available to you if you are interested in going, but you can't find the funds. Let's see, where is my list? So fall conference grants through KAEA are due September 1st, which is Sunday. So make sure that if you want one of those grants, we have 5 $200 grants to give away for that. So it is on the website under grants. Go in, click it. The registration or the forms are not difficult, and you can easily be qualified to go for almost free. I mean, $200 will cover registration and then some. Just know that you'll have to be a current KAEA member to take advantage of that. The second grant is for our students. So if you are a pre-service member, your student grants can help you pay to come, and those are due September 19th. They have an extended deadline because of schedules, I think. But if you do get that grant, you will be hanging out with Alyssa Passmore, our sales rep, and helping with the sales table as part of your scholarship. Okay. If you're not sure about the KAEA membership cost to be a student, it is $50 a month, and if you're a first-year professional, so in your very, very first year, it's $73. Okay, so on top of that, we've got a new event for new teachers, and when I say new teachers, I'm talking pre-service to year 3. I mean, that's what we consider new. If you've changed grade levels or subjects, you probably feel new, but I mean, if you still need help, let me know. But we're having a new teacher shower. It was an idea of our previous student rep, and it's gonna be fun. We're getting it's gonna be right around the time of the suitcase sale, and we're gonna have prizes, well, not prizes, gifts for all of our new to the profession teachers. So if you are registering for KAEA, I will be getting a notification if you are pre-service through 3rd year, and you'll be getting a special invitation from me. So I hope to see you guys at Fall Conference. The last thing that I want to bring up is KAEA members. I've already talked about 2 grants. Oh, yeah, 50 a year. I'm sorry, guys, not 50 a month. Oh my gosh, no. Thank you, Rosie. No, not a month. Yeah, my brain doesn't always work with my mouth, and I apologize. Yeah, it is only 50 a year. Same with the new teacher, first year professional. Oh my, no, that was scary. But okay, so professional grant scholarships, or grants, professional development grants, there we go. We have 5, I need a rug, $700 grants that will be awarded to teachers that are part of KAEA. The deadline is November 20th. Now, you can use this grant for any professional development as long as, I mean, you can't use it for supplies in your classroom or anything like that. I have actually participated in this grant 2 times, and both times I went to Savannah for the SCAD, our education forum, and it was amazing, and I can't wait till I'm eligible again, because once you get the grant, you have to wait 5 years. So a couple more years. But it is an awesome grant. The form is not difficult, just like the other ones. And I really recommend that if you're interested in doing some professional development, to look into these grants. So I think I got all the big things. So I'll just reiterate, okay? Fall conference grant for teachers in the profession, non-students, due September 1st, that's Sunday. Get those if you're interested. We've got 5 of those for $200. Okay, student grants are due September 19th. Fall conference. I'm so excited. Our district is sending all 5 of our teachers, and we are stoked. Overland Park, and it is October 10th, 11th, and 12th. And guys, I've seen the facilities at the Johnson County Community College, and it's amazing. I'm so excited. And then lastly on the calendar will be the professional development grants, and those are due November 20th. Okay, and if you are a new teacher registering for conference, you will be getting a special notification about our new teacher shower that will be happening during the conference. So if anybody's got questions about the beginning of the year or mentor, please let me know. My job here is to either help you personally with art stuff or find somebody who knows how to help you. Okay, so that is my whole shtick. So I'll leave it open for a few minutes and then we'll go from there. Good to see we got a few people. So like I said, if you have any questions about the beginning of the year, and I know some people are like, seating charts, I use them. I can't not. Just can't do it. And a lot of that beginning of the year stuff is dependent on what your district is. Our district does 2 days of professional development, and then we have 2 work days. So, hello, Mariah. Okay, again, so this is our Q&A time. So if you have questions or comments about the beginning of the year or want to share something, feel free. That's what this part is for. And I can't stress enough for folks to take advantage of those development grants because they're amazing. You just got to be a member. All right. So just in case you're joining us, I will go ahead and review some of the things that I do for the beginning of the year. I do seating charts even at the high school level, and most of that is for my own sanity. I do go over procedures my first week, and I think I need to go over them again this week, even though it's week 2. And I highly recommend the Getting to Know You activity called Blobs and Lines. It was a lovely get to know you that really was no risk to the kids. It didn't require a lot of deep personal sharing, which I'm not a big fan of anyway. So it was kind of nice to see the kids talk to each other without getting freaked out about having to choose their favorite color or their favorite movies and things like that, because that can stress some kids out. So Blobs and Lines, you can search for it. It's awesome. What was the best advice you got? Oh, it was kind of anti-advice. I will be honest, my first year was incredibly difficult, and every day for the first month, one of the teachers I shared a room with would say, that's not how we've done things. And so the best advice I took from her was to basically ignore her. Like, it's okay to change. There is a wonderful, wonderful article, and I will find it and post it, but it talks about marigolds and oak trees. And as a new teacher, you need to beware of the oak trees and find your marigolds. And the marigolds are the ones that are going to support you and hold you up, and the oak trees are the ones that are wise old oak trees, and it's always been this way, and it will never change, and that's how it's done. And my partner teacher, or the lady I shared a room with that year, was definitely an oak tree, bless her, but it was rough. But The best advice I've gotten recently is to be myself more in the classroom, which is a struggle for me because I'm very guarded as a person, which I know some of you who know me don't believe that, but it's a true fact. So great question. I would love to see what other people got because my first year was a doozy. So I would love to see what other people got. Maybe they had some more profound things. Very good. That was the same year I got told that brown was not a neutral. So. So if you are joining us and are an experienced teacher, the question was, what was the best advice you got in your first year of teaching? Which I think is a great question. So if you have an answer to that, I would love to see it. Wonder if I could find that miracle thing to share with you guys. It is such a wonderful little story. Oh, where did I find it? You have to find it later. All I'm finding is Pinterest pins. I know it's here somewhere. There it is. The Cult of Pedagogy. Marigolds. So if you've not read this, this is wonderful. And those of us who've been in the profession for a while, it's a good reminder to try to be that marigold instead of the oak tree. I remember being taught in school, stay away from the faculty lounge because that's where all the teachers gossip. And you don't need to be a part of that. It's a double-edged sword. You don't want to be separated from your pack. But you don't want to get in the habit of complaining about students, and it's contagious. It truly is, and I have to work on that sometimes, and I think everyone does, especially if they're around oak trees. But there's that marigolds link. Any other questions? I would also say that unless your school dictates you can't wear tennis shoes, wear comfortable shoes. That would be the second biggest thing. Take care of your feet. All right, I'm going to give everyone about 2 to 3 more minutes because as much as I want to answer questions, if I'm not getting any, I hate talking to myself. I'm checking to make sure I'm not missing. So just a reminder that registration is open for fall conference. It is in Overland Park this year, October 10th, 11th, and 12th. If you are a pre-service to year 3 teacher, you will be getting a special invitation from me. And we will have a little get together sometime during the conference. I'd like to thank you for coming and joining me and listening to me babble for the last 25 minutes. And if anybody's got any questions, I would be happy to answer them or find someone who can. So next month, it will be Shannon Wadle, and she's going to talk about art on a card. She's been doing it a long time, so she's expert, very organized lady. organized. I'm not that organized. So nice to see you all again, and I hope you all have a great start of the school year, and I hope to see you in October. So thank you so much.